finals tomorrow. Best of 7 frames, of course. This is their 23rd meeting. It's actually the 3rd time they've done battle this season, and in the pre-match in 6 ranking events, nothing better than the round of 16. So due a run in a big tournament, and he'd love to regain the formality. Obviously a tournament that involves time constraints. Down with that break.
You know, he always looks terrific at the table, wonderful ball striker. He appears to exude confidence. Just sometimes you don't really ever see anything wrong with Murphy's game. Just
pleasing about the way Murphy strikes the cue ball, that lovely pause on the backswing. Lovely last season. He was back to his very best. Of course, he wasn't 86, which is a measure of the fact that he's had some disappointingly early exits in the ranking event. He'd love to get back into the winner's enclosure with a title like this.
26.
Yes, of course, he went on to win the Tour Championship.
Meetings at the World Championship. In fact, Murphy has beaten Trump in all 3 Triple Crown events.
34.
Trump wins this season, but this looks like
42.
I don't think you hear him, Shaun Murphy, saying anything about waiting a long time for his match. I just don't think. I think that's just one of the ways. Tennis, it's the same, isn't it? At Grand Slam events, you don't know what your time you're going on. You don't know how long. Are you waiting for a 3-setter if you're a male player? It's not perfect, but I think at the time. It's a very good start. He's not over the line, but and the opponent needs multiple snookers. It's not over.
And that black frame ball leaving Murphy in for this opportunity, and he's snapped it up.
Playing on the pink here because he can shift the 3 reds out a little in doing so.
Murphy in 8th spot in the all-time list of century break makers in professional snooker, with and again that black having caught the jaw some way away from it.
86.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the perfect shot to play it, knock it out here, but I suspect because the century will be made before the red's probably in the play. This next black, though, I think either that or play the double.
94.
Yeah, he's certainly playing to head the cue ball towards the red now.
A remarkable match between Selby and Allen.
What about this first shot?
He is a showman, a show-off. He loves to entertain, and I think this is the kind of stage which is made for him. He'll very much relish the opportunity to put on a show if he can, and he's...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen noon, but there's a good few in tonight. The match is very attractive. Of course, the O'Sullivan factor. He's playing later, by the way, against John Higgins. More than an appetizer for that. A very attractive game of snooker, and what a start from Shaun Murphy.
150.
He's taken these quite beautifully, hasn't he? Just a reminder of the class of Murphy. It's been a bit hit and miss for him for most of this season, but as Neil mentioned, form may be temporary, but class is permanent, and Murphy's always had bags of it. Only the 2nd qualifier after the great Terry Griffiths to win the World Championship. Way back in 2005, he's been in a few finals since then. But what a start to the evening, what a break from Shaun Murphy. There was some magic to the winner.
Foul. Murphy.
And the in-off, not quiet season last season, albeit that he did win his second Masters.
He's played up on the black here, interestingly. But honestly, he didn't have to. Could have easily played on a lower value colour. You can guess why that is, of course, but well, not get too carried away with the red and the black being taken. I think he's the biggest problem he's had this season, Shaun, what I thought, he's not played well against players ranked below him. He's lost to quite a few players he would have been expected to beat. Of course, against another leading player, we'll just see how tonight goes. At the moment, the man he's playing has not settled at all, Judd Trump. He's barely played a good shot in the few he's had.
The point you make is performance, actually, when he whitewashed John Higgins at the World Grand Prix, and Higgins barely had a shot. Murphy was unplayable that night. Now then. Oh, hang on, he hasn't. His next shot with that opportunity lost. And that's not a bad way to keep the break going, is it? Murphy looks in the mood this evening.
Great shot. Plays no further part in this frame. Yes, he's an exceptional start. Murphy's looking to relish this occasion. He's very
24.
To a pretty wayward shot from Trump, which allowed all this to happen.
One of the few disappointments for Murphy last season was bowing out in round one at the Crucible, but was put into more accurate context by what C went on to do, very nearly making the final earlier. It was a fantastic match, which went the distance as mentioned. But we saw a lot from Murphy last season.
38.
Just making the game look so easy, so smooth around. For the player who's forced to watch from their chair, powerless to do anything. Judd likely he'll score one of any meaning in this particular frame, but you've got to remain focused, remain ready. Nil.
Yeah, he's actually cement a couple of frame advantage already.
67.
And it's in Shaun Murphy's interest to keep it that way by basically putting all the balls. But it's 204 points without reply.
75.
Not a ball. It will change soon. Another good shot. Nudging the...
Can't beat the top break in the tournament so far. That was a 138 by Ding. But what a start this is from Murphy. It's immaculate snooker.
Yeah, he's deep in thought, isn't he, Judd Trump? He's done very little
In the first frame, and then going in off an attempted long red in the second, bringing that red back up the table because he missed it by quite a distance.
Thank you.
better, sweet, cueing, attacking audience, which he's acknowledging when he's passing three figures.
110.
Marvellous stuff.
He plays with a certain panache, doesn't he, Murphy, which is unique to him, really. He is a lovely... 6 in the first frame. 121 in the second, a 600.